Hello guys, today is Saturday and we're going to New York.
You are, yeah. But you could be the one to
Made it to New York! Yay!
So excited.
This is the vlog.
Oh yeah, it is a vlog.
Oh, this one's nice.
Oh my god.
Yo.
So this is our corner.
Yeah.
We
claimed it.
We claimed it first. So backpacks claiming territory. Best beds in the room.
Yes.
Now over there you
Now
can
over
see
there.
bunk beds.
Pacific lines. Felt so high, I'm never crashing down. Learn your eyes to pass the time. Hazel tides that we run dry. Another night goes by, I can't describe what I found.
So for our first stop in New York, we went to dinner at this place called BTD Tofu House. So apparently it's a chain, but I guess we went to here in K-Town. It was super good. They gave us a ton of appetizers, which is my favorite at Korean restaurants. And then we got these tofu stew things, and they were bomb. I got this kimchi tofu stew, and oh my gosh, guys. When you eat it with rice, it's so good. Definitely an amazing first meal here.
We just had dinner at BCD Tofu House. Super good. How was it?
So fire.
So fire. And we're going to Gray Street for dessert now.
Yes.
Yay!
After dinner, we had to hit up Gray Street for dessert. These are some of the best Asian desserts I've ever had, especially the snow ice thingy, as well as the Bass cheesecake. So good. After dessert, we hit up Times Square and got bubble tea from Biao Sugar. So contrary to what Money Sign Eric says, it wasn't that good, but maybe that's our personal opinion. After that, we just walked around Times Square, super lively, just so many lights. Definitely a shock coming from somewhere like Durham. Of course, you have to see all these performances, and then we went to a rooftop area to look at the night skyline. So this was probably one of the craziest experiences in my life. We were going down the elevator, we were almost at the first floor, and suddenly the elevator stopped. And let me tell you, my heart literally dropped. There were 14 people in the elevator, some of us and the people I was with, and some random strangers. We pressed the bell for like the longest time, but it wouldn't call any fire department. They kept redirecting us, and we were getting really frustrated. But one of our friends could call out and had data service that way, so she managed to get a hold of our other friend who called the fire department, and they came to save us after around 45 minutes to an hour. So we had to climb up this sketchy ladder to get to the top, where we finally made it out. But yeah, definitely a whirlwind, a roller coaster of an experience.
Morning! It is day 2 here in New York.
We are the only ones.
We are the only ones up out of everyone. It's like 10 a.m., so it's not even that early. After last night where we got stuck in an elevator, we are ready for a new day. We're gonna go get some bagels from Best Bagels, which is apparently super good, so let's try it out.
So first full day in New York, we started it off bright and early, not super early, like 10 a.m.-ish, but we went to the best bagel shop called Best Bagels and Coffee, and I got this lox bagel. So good, guys. New York bagels, I think that's what I missed the most. And then we went to Chelsea Flea Market. It was super interesting. Not that many pieces I could buy, but it was just fun to look around. And then we went thrifting for a while. We went to this shop called the Thrifty Hog, which had some cool pieces as well, and they donate to charity. And then we walked all the way to Chelsea Market, which is more of like a shops and food market. We were kind of full, so we didn't eat that many things, but we saw some cool shops like this Asian inspired one, which kind of reminded me of Japan, which I really miss. And then we just walked around. We went and saw this place, I think it's called Little Island, but you have to reserve to get in, so we weren't able to get in. And then we walked the High Line, which is a skyline in New York City that's just above the ground a little bit, so you can see the skyline, and it's super cool because New York has really interesting architecture and just a lot of different cultures. We walked all the way to Hudson Yards, which is this cool thing that people take photos at. I don't know if you can actually go in, but we weren't able to. But it was nice to take photos at. Got some ice cream, walked even more, walked all the way to Soho, and then to Little Italy, and then to Chinatown. So a ton of walking today. It was just so nice to look at all the sceneries and all the changing landscapes of New York City.
Hello guys, we have finally made it to Chinatown, which is like final destination for today. We went to Little Italy and a ton of different places, but super excited to eat a bunch of good food. So.
And at last we got to Chinatown, probably the most anticipated part of the trip for me, especially since I miss Asian food a ton living here in Durham. We first went to Joe's Shanghai, which is this Chinese restaurant, and we got a ton of dumplings as well as xiaolongbao. So good, guys. And then we also got some appetizers like congyoubing, which is scallion pancakes, and just super satisfied from this meal. I also got this eggplant dish, which is my favorite. We then came across this gaming cafe, which was pretty interesting. They toured us around. It's just like this, has super cool paintings, and then we got some dessert. One of my friends got mochi donuts. We also came across this cool dessert shop that was selling ice cream nuggets that were hot Cheeto covered. We had to try it out. You dip it in honey, and it was pretty good. It was super interesting, one of the most interesting combos that I've ever tasted, but honestly, pretty good.
Guys, we are at the store. What is it called? Milk and Cream, but we have these like hot Cheeto nuggets, and they're actually like the weirdest thing I've ever eaten. So good. It's ice cream inside, and it's like covered in hot Cheetos. But yeah.
So good morning, guys. Today is day 3 in New York. Today it is around 11:30 a.m. A lot of us just had a good night's sleep last night, so starting the day off a little late. But today we are going out for brunch at Soho, this place called Soho, so it should be really good, and probably we'll just shop around Soho for a bit. But yeah, super excited. This is the fit for today. So just this white dress, and then this blazer, and a necklace. But yeah, super excited for today. Ate so much yesterday, but ready for another day of good eats and just a good time. I will see you guys.
Yeah, that's why I like you. Check, yeah, and I gotta admit, find you a bad thing, made me wanna commit. See, I'm loving the way you be trying to play out the get. I tried to slide in your name.
Last official day in New York. This trip was too short, guys. Let me tell you, there's so much to do in New York, but we had brunch at this place called Soho. I think it's actually a hotel, but there was a super cool restaurant that had super interesting decor, and then we just got some food. I got these mushroom tacos, and even though it's vegetarian, let me tell you, it was so good. I just put some lime over it, super flavorful. They gave me 3 entire tacos, also very aesthetic, which is what I look for in food, so definitely a good buy. And then we just walked around Soho, which is kind of like a shopping district in New York. It's a little more bougie and upscale, and there's some interesting finds. For example, this place called the Shops of Soho had a lot of cool, unique small pieces and small businesses that were selling there. This slime shop, which just had like slime that you could play with, which was super fun. And then of course some of the more upscale shops like Zara, or this super interesting Tiffany store where everything was on display and it was just super pretty. After a day of shopping and walking around, we walked again to Chinatown to this shop called Xi'an Famous Foods to get some of their Chinese food. So Xi'an is famous for their spicy foods. So I got like mild spicy level, but my friends got extra spicy and it looked actually insane, drenched in chili oil. But I got these noodles that were actually vegan, but they tasted so good. They're like thick cut noodles, so I especially love like thick noodles, but depends on what you like. And then we went and got some dessert. Some of my friends got ice cream from this place called Chinatown Ice Cream Factory, which is actually pretty famous. I think they got matcha and this coffee chocolate flavor. Then we ended the night off at K-Town where I got this walnut cake dessert. And that is the end of the video. I forgot to end it off there. Just had a really good night, just spending time with friends, and then the next day was pretty sad because we had to fly back to Duke. And it was definitely too short for New York. Looking to go there again, maybe Thanksgiving break with my sister and my brother, but we'll see. Definitely a lot to explore. I see why everyone wants to go to New York City when they are young. So I think it was actually my first trip with friends. It was so fun to just go around, sightsee, and just make the most of the 3-day trip that I had with my friends. So that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's more of a travel vloggy style. A lot of voiceovers because I didn't really want to talk that much, and it was like kind of awkward, plus the noise pollution was so bad so you barely could hear anything while I talked outside. I hope you guys enjoyed that kind of travel style video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of that type of content. I'll definitely film a lot more when I travel or go to new places and just introduce places that I go to. So yeah, a lot more interesting content coming your way. So thank you for sticking with me so far, and remember to like, comment, subscribe even, and I will see you guys soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
For you, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. It's gotta be smooth.